And they respond to these kind of circumstances. They've got some guys, they play together, they believe in each other, and they really play the game. I love the way they play.
All right, certainly you know what the pressure is all about in a game like this, but what about the players? Well, our Vic Faust had a chance to talk to the Piston players about that topic. He joins us live from across the court with that angle. Vic.
All right, thank you, Don. Well, when the season began and the championship banner was raised at the Palace, the Pistons had one thing on their mind. That was repeating as champs. And after everything, and it's been a lot that they've gone through this season, here they are on basketball's biggest stage, Game 7, with a chance to do it.
It is, man. It is. I mean, I can't imagine anything else better than this, you know what I'm saying, outside of, you know what I mean, when I got married and my kids. I mean, this right here is right there, man. I mean, it's what we do, man. We've been playing basketball all our lives. You know, they're playing on the biggest stage right now, performing on the biggest stage, so all you can do is just go out there and play basketball. So I don't need to be nervous.
Spurs sensation Manu Ginobili compares Game 7 with an Olympic game. But unlike Ben, he says nervous energy is just fine.
Of course, you are nervous, a little anxious, because that's where whatever you did in the last 10 months, it comes back to just one game. You win it all, or you go back home with nothing.
I don't look at records or percentages or who's won Game 7s or how many we've won at home or how many closeout games they've won and all that kind of stuff. It's about the teams involved, not about, you know, what history says about teams.
It's what everybody dreams about, you know, this, you know, having the opportunity to, you know, win a championship, you know, in a Game 7, you know, playing in the playground and, you know, going through your little routines or whatever, and now you're here. You know, it's sort of like a dream come true.
The Pistons do have experience in this setting, winning Game 7s last year in New Jersey and this year in Miami, which is why Chauncey thinks they'll win the title tonight.
Yeah, I think we will. I do.
All you have to do is look at those eyes when Chauncey says it. Yes, I think we do. He wasn't being cocky. He was being serious. He's confident. The Pistons are loose, and I like how they are going into this game, Don. So we'll see what happens in just a few hours. We'll send it back to you on the other side of the court.
All right, thank you very much, Vic. Let's bring Chuck back in. You know what? I like it. I assume you do, too, when a player says, yeah, I think we're going to win. There's nothing wrong with that, is it?
No, I would love it if I were his coach, and he can back up. He's got the game to back it up. It will be interesting to see which team does have nerves. They can talk all they want about, both coaches and players, about not being nervous. You will see some signs of nervousness as this game develops, particularly early in the game.
You know, it's interesting that you say that, because my sense is over the last day and a half or so is that the Spurs are indeed more anxious, more defensive, maybe more nervous. You're there, I'm here, I sense that, but can you see that in their play, especially in the last few minutes of that game the other nights?
Basically, I saw it all the entire game. I thought they were out of control. The guards were penetrating, didn't know what to do with the ball. They were over-anxious. I think their mindset, they went home and people started to talk about, well, we're going to end it tonight. There's no chance that they can do it. One of the things they didn't take into consideration was the fact that they took the red eye and the Pistons didn't. The Pistons waited till the next day, and I think that was a little bit significant. I still think that's why they're a slight favorite tonight.
All right, Chuck and I still have a lot to discuss concerning Game 7. When we come back, you'll hear from one Piston who's been around a long time and trying to win his first NBA ring. That's next when Pistons Game Day continues live from San Antonio.
The Rock Financial Pistons Game Day is brought to you in part by Rock Financial. Call the mortgage experts at 800-333-ROCK or visit them at rockfinancial.com. By Wallside Windows, we can do that. We are the factory. By Bell Tire, trust us, we'll make you happy you came in. That's a promise. By Gardner White, get the look you want for less at Gardner White. By SBC, going beyond the call. And by your Metro Detroit Ford dealers. Check out the great deals on the new 2005 Ford vehicles. Visit FordVehicles.com.
Wallside, Michigan's window leader, announces our incredible pre-holiday sale. Prices have never been lower. Get sliders from $229 installed. Double hung tilt-ins from $189 installed. Patio door walls from $699 installed.
We can do that. We are the factory.
And you pay nothing till July 2006. Wallside won't be undersold. Give us 15 minutes in your home and we'll prove it. Call now, 1-800-521-7800.
They don't look like family.
You're white.
Your grandma, she adopted me and Uncle Jack like she did your daddy. But on August 12th...
Why would somebody hire a killer to shoot Mom?
Some bonds...
The least we can do is go bang on a few doors.
...are stronger than blood. Mark Wahlberg, Tyrese Gibson, Andre Benjamin, Garrett Hedlund.
I just wanted to talk!
Let's go talk to him now. Four Brothers. From director John Singleton. Starts Friday, August 12th in theaters everywhere.
At Zamler, Mellon, and Schiffman, we have collected over $100 million for injured people. Some called it luck, but then we made over another $100 million for injured people. Then they called it skill. At Zamler, Mellon, and Schiffman, 1-800-Lawyers, we are simply good at making money for our injured clients. If you've been injured by anything, call 1-800-Lawyers. The call is free, the advice is free.
Put a stop to pop-ups. SBC Yahoo Online Protection blocks viruses, pop-ups, and more. It's all together in one place. Included with SBC Yahoo DSL, now just $14.95 a month when you order online.
Whew, I'm up to 6 miles a day.
Maybe you can catch up to my 10.
Yeah, right.
Have you caught up to your dentist lately?
Dentist?
Yeah, like me. Look, exercise is great for your health. But did you know that regular dental checkups can identify symptoms associated with some serious medical problems?
Like?
Well, heart disease, oral cancer, diabetes, pregnancy complications.
Hi, I'd like to schedule 2 dental appointments, please.
Want a healthy body? Start with a healthy mouth. See your Michigan Dental Association dentist and smile on.
Okay, so you're grinding,
Ain't no pressure for us. Ain't pressure bust pipes. We don't bust pipes.
Leave it to Rashid to come up with the quote of the week so far, and it's a dandy. All right, so many nice angles and stories connected to this game, but I think one of the nicest clearly centers around Antonio McDyess. This is a guy who's been around a long time and has yet to win a ring. And I talked to him and I asked him, yes, of course, the Pistons want to win it, the other players for themselves and the organization in the city. But do you think they also want to win it for you?
I hope they look at it that way, because I'd do the same for them. But I think just everyone just want to win a second championship that's already got one. For me, it's my first, and you know, I just want to just get over the hump to get one of them.
Didn't you sign here just for this opportunity?
No question. I mean, like I said, I could be at home looking at this on television, you know, how my career went. And just having this opportunity to play in this, man, what more can I say?
Antonio had so many injuries before joining the Pistons, he almost quit playing basketball. Now he has new teammates who respect and admire him.
Him being a fellow Mississippian, you know, I really want him to walk across that stage and accept that award.
You would think if things are fair, a guy as special as him would end up with an NBA World Championship. I mean, he's just a special, special person.
Can you at all put into words what this would mean should you win?
I think it's speechless to even say how I would feel. I'd probably be really emotional, you know, grateful. I mean, I could just keep going on and on about the way I would feel. I mean, just to be in this position, I'm still grateful and blessed, and, you know, from what all I done went through.
Well, let's bring Chuck back in and talk about Antonio first. It's awfully tough to win your first ring, to win any ring, but this is, as Joe says, a special guy that you'd like to see win one.
You know, I don't know him personally, but just listening to him, I love what he stands for. He's been a terrific teammate all year. He's been the bench for the Pistons, been the main scorer, and he's played even better in these playoffs. He's really stepped up, and it would be wonderful to see a guy of his character who comes back from so many injuries and lets a lot of people believe that these things can happen. Good for everybody.
You know, I think we all know that the leaders on the respective teams are Chauncey Billups and Tim Duncan. Let me ask you this. Of those guys, whoever does their job better tonight, do you think that team wins this game?
Well, that's a hard question because Duncan has to do it and Billups has to do it, but so do other people. In the case of Chauncey Billups, he has been remarkable, particularly the last 2 years in the playoffs. The guy knows how to score. He knows how to run a team. He knows how to defend. He knows where the ball has to go. The case of Duncan, Duncan's had problems. He's had problems at the free throw line. He's gotten about 17 shots blocked. So he's the guy I think's got to step up bigger than Chauncey if San Antonio Spurs want to win this particular game.
Well, you say that, and you're right on, because all they've been talking about here for the last 2 days is they're going to feed him the ball. He has disappeared at the end of the game. If he disappears again, they won't win tonight, will they?
No, they won't win. He's got to have a huge game in every facet. He's got to score. He's got to rebound. He's got to block shots. But force-feeding him won't do it because there'll be other things they have to do. I did think that they forgot him a little bit in the last game, but I think tonight they will try to go to him. But you got to be careful you don't overdo that.
All right, Chuck and I have more to talk about concerning Game 7. When we come back, you'll hear from a couple of the players' wives. A little insight and perspective you don't normally get. That's next when Pistons Game Day continues live from San Antonio.
Check this out. It's the Mercury Montego. Montego reinvents the car with one great idea after another. Can your car do this? Sit up higher for a better view. Go ahead, cross your legs. There's plenty of room here. Lots of room here, too. All this plus 29 miles per gallon on the highway. The only car that can do all of this is this one, the Mercury Montego.
Now lease Montego for just $249 a month. Compare us, compare them. There's no comparison.
Why should you be a Bell Tire customer? One, out-the-door pricing. Mounting, balancing, valve stems, and tire disposal are all free. Plus, if we can't beat your best deal, it's free.
2, the largest selection of brand name tires anywhere. Nobody carries more in stock.
3, the best customer service. Experts help you choose the right tires, and ASE certified mechanics get any job done right.
Did I mention we beat all deals or it's free? Trust us, we'll make you happy you came in.
That's a promise.
Bell Tire.
I'm George Blaha, and I've got a tip for you on a major player in the landscaping business, Angelo's Landscaping Supplies. As the Tri-County area's largest landscape supplier, Angelo's has it all, from brick pavers, boulders, decorative stone and ledge rock, to a huge variety of environmental mulch, even a U-Haul cement plant. Plus, Angelo's has a terrific staff who can answer all your questions. Since I've been going to Angelo's, my yard looks great. I know yours will, too. Angelo's Landscaping Supplies in Wixom and Farmington.
You like what you see, huh? It's hard out here for a pimp.
His dream is alive.
I'm never gonna be nothing more than what you is right now.
His music is real.
I've been hearing this beat in my head. 1 in a million shot.
His time has come.
Go! Whoop that trick! It ain't the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog.
Hustle and Flow. Rated R. Starts Wednesday, July 13th. Only in theaters.
You're on your way to a better day when you think Ford first.
During our June sales event, get $5,000 cash back on Ford Explorer. Explorer is America's most trusted SUV, safe and versatile. Lease it for only $225 a month. Current AZD plan employees can lease an Explorer XLT 4x4 for $225 a month with $2345 due at signing. Only $225 with a V6 Air, moonroof, trailer towing package, and more.
Detroit Ford dealers, think Ford first.
I just believe in myself and my guys, my coach. I just do, man. I just believe in us, man. I just don't think that nobody's better than us, you know what I mean? And it's not like a cocky or arrogant thing. We've worked, you know, to build that trust in one another. I just believe that.
Some more intelligent comments from Chauncey Billups. You know, after Game 6, the wives of the Piston players were sitting in the stands close by, and Our Tom Lydon got out of the locker room and went right to them to talk to them about the Game 6 win, their husbands, and looking forward to Game 7.
They sit here, or maybe even here, living and dying on every move made by the guys, their husbands, who sit here.
Oh my goodness, it's very stressful. I mean, we were literally at one point pacing in the stands because it's very stressful. But I mean, I believe in this team. We have a great group of guys that believe in one another, and they, you know, they travail. I mean, all the odds are against them, but they still come out on top.
He came through, and she did it. I'm so proud. The team did it. I'm so proud of the team. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. If I could scream right now, I would scream.
You go ahead and scream. Go ahead.
Detroit basketball.
What are the first words you're going to say to your husbands tonight?
Go, babe. I love you. You did it. I'm so proud of you. That's gonna be my first thing I say to him. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm proud because you kept your composure. You didn't get a technical. I mean, you showed your emotions, but you still, you know, you held it together.
I was very impressed with Rasheed because it had to be 36 of the toughest hours he's had to live through. How did he persevere from your point of view, and how good did it feel to see him do what he did?
He knew he had to step up because they know they were going to come after him. They knew he was going to. He had 5 fouls, and he still played his game. He did not. He blocked shots. I was like, oh, it was phenomenal. He was just phenomenal.
She was very loud.
I was.
She was definitely Rasheed's cheerleader tonight, and the Pistons.
Yes, yes.
It's not over with. It's not over. There's still another game to play. There's still a championship to be won. So relax and focus and do it and bring it back home. Bring it back home. There it is.
I like that. Let's see that. That's what they're playing for.
Yeah, well, theirs is much bigger than mine, but my hands are smaller.
It has been said behind every good man is a great woman, and anyone who thinks that a wife doesn't have a major impact on their husband's play only needs to recall a story from earlier in this series. Shonda Wallace, Ben Wallace's wife, he asked her, how did I play in games 1 and 2 on a scale from 1 to 10? She said, eh. And we all know how Ben played in games 3 and 4. Don, we send it over to you on the other side of the court.
All right, thank you, Tom. Let's bring Chuck back in and talk about this wives and the kids. It's a little different now, I guess, but you tell me, than when you were coaching with who travels and their role and everything else with the wives and the children.
The only time that the wives went along when we were performing at this stage was during the finals, and they did go along, and they stayed at another hotel. It worked for us. It worked for us. I told you, I thought they were communists. Everybody was a distraction to me, and so I played it that way. I wanted our guys like this. I didn't always get it, but it kind of worked 2 years. So it's a different world today. The wives, the wives are much stronger than they used to be.
Yeah, they have a role, and it seems to be working now. All right, Chauncey in this series, and I want to talk about him just a little more. He leads in scoring, assists, free throw percentage, and he only has 8 turnovers in the first 6 games. If the Pistons win, he's the MVP again, and maybe do you think he'll then start to get credit for being the player that he is?
Probably not, only because he has no flash or flair. I mean, he is just a great basketball player. Coaches love him. The fans who really know love him. But he doesn't, say, for instance, in Isaiah Thomas. Someone asked me that today. I said, he doesn't have that flair. He doesn't have that kind of charisma. But, man, oh, man, what a basketball player. I'd like to coach him every day of the week.
Yes or no, really quickly, if the Pistons do happen to lose, and we don't want that to happen, but he has another great game, could you see him being an MVP, even though you're not on the winning team?
I think it would be very difficult. They're going to go another route. I think they're going to go with the winning team. That's usually the case.
Okay, Chuck, we're back with more of Pistons Game Day after this. You will be hearing from Larry Brown saying something in the huddle to his guys that might surprise you. That's next on Pistons Game Day.
The fact that Rock was willing to give us a loan without putting any money down was perfect for what we needed at the time.
At Rock Financial, we've helped a lot of folks purchase homes for $0 down. You can imagine turning a renter into a home buyer is a great experience for us.
We would not have been able to get a home without that option.
Rock helped us save a lot of money.
So much money now that we can remodel the room for the baby.
Call and see if it makes sense for you. 800-333-ROCK.
Buy any new or used car, truck, SUV, or van from Buff Whalen Chevrolet and get this free performance video from Juilliard's Academy. What's Juilliard's Academy got to do with Buff Whalen Chevrolet? Nothing. But at his prices, who cares? Shop the giant. Minutes from everywhere. Buff Whalen Chevrolet.
What you doing?
Earning interest with our online checking.
What's that cost?
Relax, it's free.
Free? From who?
From whom?
Whatever.
Fifth Third Bank's E53 online checking. Earn interest, get internet banking, free bill payment, and it's all free. All from Fifth Third Bank.
No fees, no paper, online, and we earn interest? That's easy.
You mean E53.
Whatever.
Wallside, Michigan's window leader, announces our incredible pre-holiday sale. Prices have never been lower. Get sliders from $229 installed. Double-hung tilt-ins from $189 installed. Patio door walls from $699 installed.
We can do that. We are the factory.
And you pay nothing till July 2006. Wallside won't be undersold. Give us 15 minutes in your home and we'll prove it. Call now, 1-800-521-7800.
Where are the hottest deals on mattresses? At Gardner White during the 7 days of summer sale. Get Simmons queen-size pillow top mattress sets as low as $399. Plus, for the first time ever, get a Simmons queen mattress set and pay nothing until 2007. Gardner White pays your sales tax on every item, and there's no minimum purchase required. Add in free next-day delivery and free removal of your old mattress for the hottest deal in bedding.
But a deal this hot can't last, so get to Gardner White today and save.
The Rock Financial Pistons Game Day is brought to you in part by Rock Financial. Call the mortgage experts at 800-333-ROCK or visit them at rockfinancial.com. By Wallside Windows, we can do that. We are the factory. By Bell Tire, trust us, we'll make you happy you came in. That's a promise. By Gardner White, get the look you want for less at Gardner White. By SBC, going beyond the call. And by your Metro Detroit Ford dealers. Think Ford first.
Welcome back to the SBC Center in San Antonio. David Hall joining us. Hey, man, thanks for the relationship between Rock and Channel 7.
Well, we really appreciate it. And you guys are the good luck charm because last year they brought it home, and I think this year they're going to bring it home too. I'll tell you, Palace Vision tonight is sold out and rocking it home, and those folks that are watching on Palace Vision know that. And we just want to thank you guys. Don is the dean of sports. Yes, you are, in Metro Detroit, and I think you guys have been really good luck for us. We just want to say thank you, and we're going to root them in tonight. I'll tell you, I'm going to be on my feet the whole time tonight. I'm the biggest fan in this arena. Pistons got to bring it home. This is it. 2 years in a row, dynasty we're going to formate tonight.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that. I know you're sitting right there. Enjoy the game, David.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
There's a moment from near the end of Game 6 the other night involving Larry Brown and his team that we have to show you. It was one of those kind of in-the-huddle clips that ABC showed. You might be surprised to hear what Larry said to his guys right at the very end of this. Listen to this.
You know what we're about. That's what we do. You know, that's what we do. Nobody can be more proud than this. All right? Come on. We got this game. Every loose ball, every long rebound, every hustle play we make. All right? Let's go. Let's go. Have some fun, baby. Hey, I didn't tell you I love you guys.
The I love you guys line must have worked. The Pistons went back onto the court, made huge baskets, like this one by Rasheed. I asked Joe Dumars and Chauncey Billups for a reaction to Larry's I love you guys.
At that time, I really wasn't in a sentimental state, but, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, all right, man, what we running, though? You know what I'm saying? But it was cool, though. It was cool.
If Chuck had said that? Did he ever? Nah, he didn't say that. That's not a group you would have said that to.
All right, since I got you here, you heard what Joe said. Would you have said that to the guys? And I know in your own way you loved them.
Yeah, I did. I said a lot of nights, but then the next day I'd be just the opposite because they'd drive me crazy. But I did love them, and I still do.
Do the Pistons set NBA history tonight, or do the Spurs somehow win this game tonight?
I think the Pistons are going to come through in a very, very tough game. They're going to have to fight through a lot of problems. I think one of the big keys is Rashid. If he gets 16 points, they're 7-0. That's number one. Number two, his temperament. He did a good job of controlling other people in previous games. Tonight, he's got to control his temperament.
All right, we'll see how Game 7 plays out here in San Antonio. Chuck, as always, thank you for joining us. We look forward to your compliments and all the things you have to say about this game right after this game is over. So it is Game 7, Pistons and Spurs for the NBA championship. Pistons trying to become the first team to win the last 2 games on the road and win the title. The Spurs trying to win their 3rd title in 7 years. We are back later on tonight, right after the game here on Channel 7, with the complete post-game story. Until then, I'm Don Shane for Chuck and Vic and Tom. Enjoy the basketball game, everybody. Coming up on Channel 7.
Put a stop to pop-ups. SBC Yahoo Online Protection blocks viruses, pop-ups, and more. It's all together in one place. Included with SBC Yahoo DSL, now just $14.95 a month when you order online.
Are you still living with the problems of a sinking foundation? You might want to call the experts.
The symptoms of a sinking foundation can be subtle, but the experts at Insta-Dry Basement Systems are trained to identify those symptoms. With the grip-tight piering system, they can lift and stabilize your home, all for a lot less time and money than you might expect. Call today for a free estimate.
Insta-Dry, known best for being better.
Wallside, Michigan's window leader, announces our incredible pre-holiday sale. Prices have never been lower. Get sliders from $229 installed. Double hung tilt-ins from $189 installed. Patio door walls from $699 installed.
We can do that. We are the factory.
And you pay nothing till July 2006. Wallside won't be undersold. Give us 15 minutes in your home and we'll prove it. Call now, 1-800-521-7800.
On DVD, Off the Streets.
Winning in here is the key to winning out there.
Where we from?
Into the Game.
Come on. All you gotta do is have the drink.
Inspired by the true story.
Basketball is a privilege.
Of a coach that turned a team into champions.
This whole community is behind this team.
And boys into men.
We're gonna finish what you started, sir.
Directed by Thomas Carter, Samuel L. Jackson, Coach Carter. Play to win on DVD today.
You're a parent, which means every day you do something great. But today, you'll outdo yourself. You'll learn about saving for college with the Michigan Education Savings Program, the 529 College Savings Plan with a Michigan income tax deduction. Start today and give yourself more time to build your child's college fund and your 2005 Michigan income tax deduction. Go online or call 1-866-643-8449.
All-star and champion Ben Wallace knows a thing or two about serious bling.
Yo, check it.
Nice. Now check this. The Ford F-150. 28 World Championships is the world's favorite full-size pickup.
Now that's some serious bling.
Now, current AZD plan lessees can lease a fully equipped F-150 XLT Super Cab for $199 a month with $1,969 cash due at signing.
Hey, man, it takes a champion to know one. See your Metro Detroit Ford dealer today, and...
7 honored as America's top television station for community service.